Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Def Glam here. Today I really wanted to do a very simple but subtle everyday glam. I just think it's very simple yet flirty and fun. This would be a perfect look for a date night or like go out with your friends whenever we're able to do that again. But anyways, this is a pretty long video, so I really hope that you guys enjoy. Make sure you grab some snacks, some water, some drinks, maybe some wine, and just sit and relax and just do your makeup with me. So let's go. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and use some vitamin C brightening booster. This is from Clean Skin Club, and I really like this one. It's watermelon, green tea, pineapple, and it smells so good. Guess I should get my hair out of the way. So today is Valentine's Day as I'm filming this, so I hope you guys had a great Valentine's Day. I'm currently single, so just showing the boys what they're missing here. No, just kidding. Actually, for once I'm not minding being single. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into some moisturizer. This is from Pixie. It's the H2O skin drink. It's a pure hydration gel, so I don't know if this is considered a moisturizer or not, but it hydrates and it moisturizes, so. But this one's one of my favorites. I really like the brand Pixie. They have great skincare. I haven't tried too much of their actual makeup, but their skincare is really nice. Especially because I have really dry skin, so I like to hydrate my skin a lot. So this H2O drink is really good for that. I'll wear it on the days even when I'm not wearing makeup, just to give my skin some hydration, so it's really good. Alright, and then I'm just going to pop on some GRWM. This is Essential Lip Enhancer. It's really great for hydrating your lips. My lips are a little bit dry right now, but it's winter, so that makes sense. We actually just had a huge snowstorm the past couple of days, so at least where I live, so that's what I've been dealing with. For those of you who don't know me, I really do not like the snow. I hate winter, I hate the snow, I hate being cold, so that's why I figured I would stay inside and film, so that's what I'm doing instead. So now that my hair is darker, I'm going to do something different for my eyebrows than something I would typically do. So typically I would take like a brown eye pencil and I would use that. But today I'm actually going to use eyeshadow. Yes, you can use eyeshadow for your eyebrows, blush, anything really, so that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm taking this 35C Everyday Chic palette from Morphe. I just got this and it is so pretty, you guys. Like, the name is perfect for it, Everyday Chic. It's great for every day. And I haven't lost the plastic sheet with all the eyeshadow names yet, so that's good. So I'm going to be taking the shade Total Mood first, which is this kind of burgundy color. So like I was saying, you can obviously use eyeshadow for your eyebrows, but I recommend using two different shades of whatever you're using, a darker shade and a lighter shade, just so it looks more natural and so it doesn't look like you have eyeshadow on your eyebrows. So like I said, I just did this one, and now I'm going to pick up It's a Date, which is a really dark, deep, it's a dark brown burgundy color, and I'm just going to use that towards the tail of my eyebrow. And I'm just going to blend it in with this first shade that I used, just to make it, like I said, a little less like eyeshadow. Make it look a little bit more natural. I have one eyebrow down, before, after. You can tell that this eyebrow definitely matches my hair better and is definitely more filled, obviously. So now I'm just going to go off camera and do the other eyebrow real quick. Alright, so now that we have the general shape and color of eyebrow that we want, you guys know I always carve them out with foundation or concealer, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do real quick. Today I'm going to use the ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. This one's in the shade Fair 20N. Now, of course, unfortunately, I wasn't able to color match at Ulta, so obviously. So it probably isn't the correct shade. I've only used it once and I thought it was just a little bit light for me, but we're going to go ahead and go for it anyways. So I like to take the foundation, pump a little bit onto the back of my hand. I really only need a small amount, and then I like to take a small flat brush and pick up the foundation on there. And then, like I said, just carve them out. This step just really helps clean them up and definitely helps make them more even, so. I feel like I can't skip this step, especially if I'm doing eyeshadow, because eyeshadow isn't always the most precise when doing your eyebrows, so this really helps just clean them up and shape your eyebrows the way that you want them. After I carve them out, I take a sponge and I just blend out that foundation that I put. Now, everyone does this differently. Some people use concealer instead of foundation. Some people only carve out the bottom of their brows. So just do whatever you want, because that's how makeup should be. You do whatever you want and you do whatever works the best for you. So, alright, my brows are all carved out and nice and clean, and this is just how I personally like to do my eyebrows. If you guys don't like to carve them, then you can go ahead and skip that step. But we're not done yet. We have one more step, which is brow gel. I think that it really just makes a slight difference. So again, if you're not into this, you can skip this step. But I think it really just makes your eyebrows look more like 3D and not so 2D blocky like this. So ignore my dirty hand. But I'm going to take this e.l.f. It's the Wow Brow in the shade Neutral Brown. So I'm just going to quickly comb this through my brows. I don't know how this just turned into an eyebrow tutorial, but here we are. I really want this to be like a chatty get ready with me, so if you don't already, make sure you have some snacks and some drinks, maybe some wine, and just sit back and relax and talk with me. And my cat, who's always in every one of my videos, because it's always just following me around everywhere, so. Okay, I know this next step is also a little weird, but I also like to take setting spray and spray it on my eyebrows, especially with eyeshadow, because I really want it to stay. That's the problem with eyeshadow as eyebrows is it can easily smudge or it kind of wears off throughout the day, so I like to set it with some setting spray to really just make sure that it stays in place. And this is the Tarte Miracle Mist, and I'll probably use this throughout the video because, again, I have very dry skin, so I really like to set the face with setting spray pretty much all throughout my makeup steps. So the cool thing about the whole eyebrow eyeshadow thing, sorry I keep talking about it, but I feel like a lot of people don't do it. But a cool thing about it is that you can use literally any colors with it. So if your hair is purple and you want your eyebrows to match, you could do purple eyebrows. Some people are into that, some people aren't. When I have my burgundy hair like this, I like my eyebrows to match so that it looks more natural. I'm going with the shade called Cute Shoes. It is like a brown pinky, really light color. So I'm just going to pop that into the crease. While I do my eyeshadow, I'm going to kind of tell you guys a little update about my life and my hearing and what's been going on with that. So For those of you who don't know, I've had a really bad ear infection, and it's been going on for over a week now, and I really don't know what's going on. I've had a lot of ear infections in my lifetime, and this is by far the worst one I've ever had, the most painful. It has, I don't know why, but it has taken quite a bit of my hearing, and it's in my right ear, which is typically my better ear that I can hear out of. My left ear is pretty much completely deaf, so the fact that I don't have my right ear for hearing has been really difficult for me the past couple of weeks, and I've definitely been struggling with my job. I do a lot with talking with people, so to me it's been very difficult for me. It wouldn't be so bad if masks weren't a thing. I mean, obviously masks are very important right now, but it does make it very difficult for the deaf and the hard of hearing because I typically read lips, so the fact that I don't have a lot of my hearing right now and I can't read lips just makes it so hard to communicate with hearing people right now. And like I said, I've just really been struggling with that. I have been grateful for the hearing that I do have left, and I have progressive hearing loss, so I know like it gets worse every year. So I've been preparing myself for going 100% like completely deaf anyway, so that's why I learned sign language and went to a deaf school and all that. I did make a doctor's appointment, but currently they weren't able to get me in until about a month from now, so I have a whole month of waiting to find out what's going on. It's not even the hearing loss that is worrying me or like scaring me. It's more of I don't know why it's happening. And I think that's what scares me the most, is because I don't know what's going on, and I think that's what worries me. If you have progressive hearing loss like me and you're watching this, the best advice I can give is to just prepare yourself, learn about the deaf community, learn the language, and just know that, sorry, I'm cleaning this blending brush, so sorry if that's making noise, but just know that it's inevitable, and it's just the way that it is, unfortunately. But just be grateful for what you're able to hear now, and take advantage of it, Just makes me wish that more people in my life knew sign language, so that's another reason why I started this channel and I started doing videos in sign, is because I want the people around me and the people that support me to learn more sign and learn to communicate with me. It's really important to me, and I don't think a lot of people realize how important it is, because I can pass as a hearing person, as one of my friends put it. I speak very well for someone who's deaf. I read lips, so I feel like I can definitely pass as a hearing person. People don't realize that I am deaf. But the people that are close to me know that I'm deaf. I think they just tend to forget sometimes. But still, no one in my family really knows sign. None of my close friends know sign, except for my deaf friends, obviously. But, people in the hearing world, just no one has really taken the time to learn. But anyways, I just really wanted to let you guys know what's going on in my life and how I've been feeling lately, because this is how I vent. This is just, I don't know, a good outlet for me. So, and you guys are important to me, so I want you guys to know what's going on with me. So anyways, I'm going to continue with the eyeshadow and just pretend that I wasn't just on a rant there. So I wasn't going to do any shimmers, but every time I say I'm not going to, I end up doing it. Alright guys, I know I was saying I was happy because I didn't lose that plastic sheet with all the names, but I lost it. I don't know where it went. So, I don't know the shade name, but I'll probably put it up on the screen if I remember. I'm taking this shade right here, the third one down. It's really pretty. It's like a pink, purple, gold. It's like a rose gold shimmer. I don't even know how to describe it, but I'm just going to put that on my lid. So I'm going to put it on my lid and just blend it up towards the crease, but not put it in the crease, if that makes sense. Next, I'm going to go ahead and move on back to the face. Again, using that same foundation that I used to carve out my brows. I'll try and get my hair out of the way. It's only my second time using this foundation. Yeah, I can't tell if it's a good match or not. I think it's just a little bit too light. But nothing some bronzer can't fix. You guys know I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, my bad. It's disgusting. I'm just adding that to my under eyes, a little bit on my nose. I like to put some down here, and on my chin, and a little bit on my forehead. And then, I dropped something. And then, bringing back out the setting spray, I like to spray that on my sponge, just so that it's a little bit damp, and then I blend out the concealer with that. I feel like it really just helps it blend all together, so if you haven't tried that, try it. Using the Airspun, Original Formula, loose powder. This is just the neutral color. I take the smallest amount. I put some under my eyes because that's where I crease the most. And I like to take, again, a little bit and just put it everywhere where I put that concealer. I'm going to be using the Real Her Ultimate Glow Getter little cheek trio. It's got highlight, bronzer, and blush. Now I like to put on some heavy bronzer, especially since my foundation's so light, but I will blend it out, so calm down. I like to put it in the hollow of my cheekbones and then blend upwards. You never want to blend down because you're going to drag that down. You want your cheeks to look lifted. I'm going to take this Luna Magic angle brush. It's a lot smaller. And I like to use this to contour my nose. I know I look crazy, but let me blend it all out now. So again, just using a fluffy brush and just going to town. Use soft circular motions. Okay, and then I'm going in with that blush from the palette called Bless and this Ulta Beauty cheek brush. Just tap in there. This one's a very like peachy, pink, shimmery blush, so I feel like it's perfect for Valentine's Day. And y'all know I like blush, so I'm gonna go a little ham. Now, I know what you're thinking. Def Glam, that's still not blended, but don't worry. Setting spray, again, the savior. I'm gonna spray that all over and then use my sponge to blend everything together. Okay, and then taking my sponge. I always go to my nose first because that's typically what needs the most blending from the contour. Then on my forehead. And then with the blush and contour on my cheeks. And see, that really just blends everything together So, going back to the eyes, now that I have my face makeup pretty much done besides highlight, but don't worry, I didn't forget, we will add that. And I'm just going to use this to kind of softly smoke out the lower lash line. Now, I'm not going to take the eyeshadow all the way into my inner corner. I just want to keep it closer to the outer corner, and maybe like halfway at my lower lash line. I'm not going to take it all the way in. I think this, again, this is for my eye shape. I don't know how it is for everyone else, but I really just like how this looks on my eye shape. And it just helps the eye look more open. So I got the Sky High Maybelline mascara. I've been seeing this all over TikTok, and so I really want to try it out. So hopefully it's as good as everyone makes it seem, because my lashes are very blonde, very straight. I wouldn't say they're necessarily short, but because they're straight, they look so short. So yes, I also made a TikTok. I know I'm really basic now, but if you are interested in checking out my TikTok, it's the same as my YouTube and my Instagram. It's Def Glam, but there's a underscore between Def and Glam and one after, so it's Def_Glam_. I will put it up on the screen, obviously, but if you are interested, please check out my TikTok. But this is the mascara that I've seen everywhere, so I really want to try it, so let's give it a go. Look at that. It is so tiny and thin, and it's got really small bristles, so maybe that's why it's so good. I don't know, but let's give it a go. Doing what I normally do with mascara, I just comb it through my lashes while I'm like slowly wiggling it. If that made any sense. First impression, I do really like the mascara. The only thing is, it's pretty clumpy. This is just with one coat, but I mean, you can definitely tell the difference. Alright, zoomed in. What do you guys think? I mean, you can definitely tell the difference. Like, it's pretty obvious. But I feel like you could tell the difference whether if I was wearing any mascara versus none. But I think I like it. I think it's just a little clumpy for me, and this was just with one coat, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Did it work for you if you've tried it? Do you think it looks good on me? I don't know. Today I want to wear the Kiss Sultry lashes. I love these. They look really natural, but they're super pretty. They're really flirty and cute, and the band is clear, so they look really natural, so I love using these. You don't even have to do any eyeliner or anything, so skipping eyeliner today, I know, crazy, right? I'm gonna pop these on, and I'll be right back just for the sake of time. Alright, next step is highlight. This is the Ofra highlighter in Star Island. I've hit pan on this. It's one of my favorites. I just think that it really suits my skin tone. It goes with a lot of good makeup looks. And it's just really brightening, so I really like this one. I really like how this look turned out. I think it's very simple but very glam, and I think I accidentally made a Valentine's Day date look. What do you guys think? Maybe? Maybe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I know it's kind of long, but I really appreciate you guys listening to my rants and learning a little bit more about me and what's going on in my life at the moment. So I love you guys so much, and without further ado, let's do a quick sign of the day. So since it's Valentine's Day, let's do the sign for heart. So a lot of people think that this would be heart or love or whatever, but in American Sign Language, it's not. This is the sign for heart. Let me get my hair out of the way. So you take your two middle fingers and you make a heart sign on your left side where your heart is. So this is a sign for heart. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Alright, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys had an awesome Valentine's Day. Love you guys. Bye.